We're in a period of time where, even spiritually, it may seem like darkness has just enveloped the world. You know what I mean? It's just darkness. Feel like certain things are not going the way we would love for them to go, and just in general, wondering what does the future look like? What does the future look like? And got this thing where we really, would love and this inclusiveness of, you know, neighbors being neighbors, and this beautiful thing that the world is meant to be. You know what I mean? The thing is that no matter what goes on, what's going on in different countries, what's going on even in this country, you know, it's sad that you would have to overlook things, but you do. You do. You have to overlook things. You gotta not look at the news, And you say, well, how am I gonna keep up what's going on? What's going on? Hey, we know what's going on. And not a lot of it is good. But the good things that can happen come in our enclosed world. It comes in, the world that we create for ourselves. You know what I mean? And the thing is that the one beautiful thing God gave us, He gave us something that will never, ever, ever take away the beauty of life. And that is nature. Nature. We're always going to have this beautiful sun that no one can take from us. Even rain can be beautiful, when it's, of course, it can get intense at times, depending on where you're located, but even rain can be beautiful, washes away, all of the, all of the dirt and things of that nature, or just whatever, stars are new, you know what I mean? And the sun will always come out at some point, the beauty of grass, the beauty of the sky, trees, beautiful. When you watch ducks, going swimming down the pond, and the pond itself, lakes, you know what I mean? I've been to parks that are just really super beautiful. And flowers, flowers. And so there are so many things, in this life that never can be taken away. Never can be. And, if you're fortunate enough to have, great love, hey, that's beautiful. Smile of a child, it's beautiful. There's so many things that God gave us that overrides human factors that can make, the world look dark, that can make the world not look such like a happy place. You have to block those things out. You have to. You have to, live within your own zone. And, as far as that neighbor thing goes, don't let nothing stop you from saying hi. You know what I mean? Don't let nothing stop you from saying have a great day. Don't let nothing stop you, And there's times you may say hi, how's it going or whatever, and they don't respond. Okay. Hey, that's their right. You know what I mean? That's their space. They feel like their space been violated or whatever. It is what it is. Try not to take it personal. And I say that from a personal standpoint. Whereas when that first happened to me, I was devastated. I was like, oh, what was that all about? I mean, and I knew they heard me because it was like right there. You know what I mean? And I was, passing by. And, man, I was surprised. And so, and granted, they were older, it was an older lady, and I was surprised, I was like, okay, what did I do? You know what I mean? What was that about? And it really kind of hurt my feelings. But, I learned from that experience, because that was not to be the first time to come. And so, I'm always about, I'm always about friendliness, you know what I mean? It's a big deal with me. And so sometimes, I would take it hard. And I had to learn. I had to train my mind, to stay within my zone and don't let other things affect me, because we only have this one life. We only have this one life, and we have to live it to the best of our abilities, and we have to have joy and happiness and peace and all those different things. And so it's mandatory that we control the environment. You know what I mean? And we don't always have that ability, to be honest with you. There are times, where we can't control the environment because we're not the only ones on the highway. We're not the only ones where we live. We're not the only ones at the grocery store. You know what I mean? And so, we never know what may happen. And it's unfortunate that we have the percentages are rising that things might not be as pleasant as they once were. You know what I mean? And I would say that I still look back, there was a show called Leave It to Beaver. That was one show, I can go back to, a lot of different shows that from back in the days, where friendliness was just a staple. It was a staple, and I still cling to that, and I'm always will, no matter what. Nobody's going to take that from me. Nobody's going to take away, any joys and happiness that I can steal, from this life. You know what I mean? And I'm always going to try to make sure that I try to be the best me I can be each and every day and keep growing. Keep growing is so important, and try to be a beacon of light, for those that are, that have a certain respect for me and that, trust what I may say or want my opinion on certain things, because they know I want the best for them, you know what I mean? And so don't let this world be dark. Don't let this world, consume you. Don't, allow things that you see and hear to affect you. Easier said than done, but you have to train yourself day after day after day, and then all of a sudden you see nothing but yourself smiling. You'll see your own reflection of a smile, because you've learned to block that stuff out. Block it out. Got nothing to do with me. I'm sorry, whatever somebody else is going through or how they feel or, what stances they don't take. I'm sorry. I'm still going to pray. I'm still going to want great things for everyone. I'm going to still respect those, even those that don't respect me. And so it's all in how we see it, That's where it begins, and also internally, too. And again, we are human beings. We are going to feel things, and it's okay. Gotta adopt that knowledge right there, right? It's okay. When you feel some type of way, it's okay. But you can't let that be your everyday life. Your everyday life has to be one of joy and happiness, and you have to get it. Sometimes you have to kind of steal it in a moment, you know what I mean? Even when that moment might not seem so grand, you have to say, hey, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I, was myself, and I put something out there that was on a positive note, you know what I mean? And just like now, this noise is coming out of nowhere, you know what I mean? I could really be like, oh, you know what I mean? This is messing up the video. No, because I look at it like this. Spiritually, there are so many things that throw us off our game. And you're not going to throw me off my game. You're not going to throw me off my game. There's, if you think about, if you knew what that noise was, you'd be like, where did that come from? Where is that coming from? You know what I mean? And I'm asking the same question, but then again, I'm not. Because it's a positive message. And in positive messages, it's always going to be things to try to block positive things with negative things, right? Negative things. A battery cannot operate without a negative and a positive post. Thus, the same in life. It's unfortunate, but it's reality. So we just have to stay on the positive side, you know what I mean? It's your boy, Stan Perfect Myth, and I'm always wishing you well, and I'm wishing you the best. Stay up.